Hello, welcome. I'm Rhett, Captain of the Custodians, and tonight I'm going to be reacting to the final Eternals trailer. Marvel Eternals. I'm not exactly excited for this movie. For any of you who know about our channel and know about us, me specifically, may know that I am a very, very large Marvel fan. And by extension, MCU fan. Except that love for Marvel and the MCU doesn't necessarily stop me from, let's say, disagreeing with certain decisions that the MCU has made. I have been thoroughly disappointed with just about every single thing that Phase 4 has released. Without question. I actually think that it's all basically awful. And I am especially unexcited for the Eternals, because personally I was never a fan of the Eternals, ever. I always thought they were pretty lame. Like, if I wanted a genetically altered space-faring human race, I would just go with the Inhumans. And even then, I wouldn't go with the Inhumans, because I'd rather just hang out with the mutants anyways. So, you know, the Inhumans, the Eternals were already 2 degrees of separation from my interest. I know about Icarus and, you know, Gilgamesh slash the Forgotten One. But that's really all about the Eternals. You know, all the specific Eternals I know. Oh, and Zoras. And then there's like the one above all Sentinel, who's not the one above all. But anyways, I'm getting into comic stuff that doesn't matter. Basically, my problem with the MCU is that I really don't give a fuck what their excuse is. They're all horrible, evil people for not doing anything prior to this movie. I don't give a shit what excuse they use. They should have been there. At least for Infinity War and Endgame. Infinity Game, if you will. They're actually a lot like Captain Marvel. So Captain Marvel is either horrifyingly stupid or actually evil, because she's had this unstoppable power since the 90s, meaning that she's had more than 2 decades to stop Thanos, the most well-known, horrifying monster the universe has ever known, who was still going around planet by planet, wiping out half the population with his army at this point. So Captain Marvel is, you know, has absolutely responsibility for all that shit, and she just did nothing. Again, either horrifyingly stupid or incredibly evil. The Eternals are in the same boat. They are, if they're anything like their comics counterparts, which I'm sure they are going to make them, like, obviously not nearly as powerful. No one in the MCU is as powerful as their comic counterpart. You know, like Thor's, you know, oh man, you know, this, you know, I'm lifting this car and I throw it, and you know, comic Thor is like, yeah, I just casually blew up that galaxy, you know. What else? Hey, Phoenix Force, you wanna go toe to toe? Especially right now, where he's like fucking Power Cosmic Herald Galactus, you know, Odin Force, whatever. Anyways, but back to the Eternals. I'm sure that obviously they're not going to be as powerful as their comic book counterpart, but I'm sure because, you know, Marvel is desperately trying to make us fall in love with all these new characters, and they're like, they'll be like, don't you love how powerful they are? Look, they can shoot laser beams and fly, and they're super strong. And we're not going to quantify how strong they are or anything like that. We're just going to be like, they're strong and they can fly in laser beams. Doesn't this make them better than like Thor or Hulk? Or they won't say better than Captain Marvel or Scarlet Witch, but you know, they'll at least be like, man, they could probably fight these two. As you can see, I'm not in the best position going into this already. I mean, Rob Stark's in it. I like Rob a lot. I like him a lot. That's really the only cast member I really know about, like, truly. I guess that's really it for the prelude. Let's just get into this. Before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out our description. You'll find our links to our social media. Twitter, it's the first one. It's the best way to stay up to date with the channel. You get updated immediately as videos are posted. And then underneath that is our link to our Twitch. Twitch, we stream every Sunday at 6 p.m. That can be a little loose sometimes. I would let you know, though, if we would stream at any other time. And we have a lot of fun together. Usually we just do some fun My Hero Academia stuff, because that's where the channel is mostly at the moment. I'm looking to change that, though. But yeah, so it's just a lot of fun, so join us both there, and let's just get started. This is the Eternals final trailer. Alright, this is your chance to win me over.
Five years ago, Thanos erased half of the population of the universe.
Yep.
But the people of this planet brought everyone back with a snap of a finger.
You should have helped.
The return of the population provided the necessary energy for the emergence to begin.
What?
How long do we have?
7 days.
So this wouldn't have happened if your lazy asses could have helped the first time.
Eternals. We came here 7,000 years ago.
Alright, so that puts them all at MCU Thor. Alright, we're bringing in the Deviants, okay. Look, he's got laser vision!
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, all the other terrible things throughout history?
Yes, please, thank you!
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
Wow, okay. By the one above all, Sentinel? Big boy. I don't care.
To find the others.
Should have helped.
For centuries.
Oh, there's also an Eternal that's like really fucking fast. I remember that. Angelina Jolie?
The world looks like. At least we have front row seats.
You know what's never saved the planet? Your sarcasm.
The visual effects look decent enough.
We have loved these people since the day we arrived.
Okay, maybe some of those costumes right there.
You protected.
But only now. Only now. I wonder if they're gonna bring up that Thanos is a Eternal.
Any of them.
Guys, he's got laser vision!
I bet you've built the perfect safe house. Well, what's this even made of? Vibranium?
Fall collection.
What an asshole. I can't wait to see what movie this movie was made to advertise for. I know what you're thinking. Wow, Rhett, you're being really fucking cynical. And you know what? Yeah, I am. Because I'm really fucking tired of this shit. And no, it's not Marvel burnout. No. I could watch good Marvel shit all fucking day. If they just kept pumping out Avengers, Captain America Civil War, Infinity War quality shit, Iron Man, I could never get tired of it. Oh, hi Rosie. My cat is interrupting this video. I mean, so we're getting the Deviants, which are the other things that the Celestials made. So yeah, I guess fucking Big Daddy's Celestial was like, no help. Unless it's Deviants. Which, yay, I'm glad to see that these guys have no autonomy. But I guess, will they be able to help from here on out? No, anyways, like, are they gonna be able to, like, do what they want? Or is Big Daddy Celestial gonna, like, die in, like, the first act of the movie, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, now we have to do things. The emergence is coming. You know, that guy almost reminded me of a builder, which was something that happened in Jonathan Hickman's, what was it, Avengers or New Avengers, during the Infinity arc. Now, the Infinity Gauntlet This is different, which is it's a really good story. I highly recommend you read it. But Jonathan Hickman's Avengers is pretty awesome. It was like one of the last things from Marvel I remember reading where I was like super into it. Immortal Hulk's good, but I have my issues with it. They're small, but they're there. But the builders were like creatures that seeded planets. I don't know. It just kind of reminded me of that. Maybe it's like some well-known Eternals villain, and I just don't know because I didn't give a shit about Eternals. I mean, hey, in their defense, I didn't give a shit about the Guardians of the Galaxy either. Now, at least the MCU equivalent, I love. Like, the Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the best Marvel movies they have. So I guess they do have that going for them. It's not directed by James Gunn, though. Speaking of which, I saw the Suicide Squad. The story is pretty ass cheese, but the characters are kind of phenomenal. So you should go watch that. You should absolutely go watch the Suicide Squad. You should. Let's see. I mean, the costumes kind of look... Rosie! Look, say hi. Say hi. The costumes kind of look a little... They almost seem to have like the original X-Men trilogy issues where it's like they don't want to like really get into like the hokey nature, like the cheesy nature of like comic book costumes. And you know what? I think the more you try to like steer away from that, the sillier you actually make yourself look. Like, just go all the way into it. Like, really play into it. Another thing. So these guys apparently came 7,000 years ago. Which puts them way younger than their comic book counterpart, where they're like, we're 100,000 million years old, or whatever. They're not too much older than Thor in, like, a grand scale. And the reason why I have such a fucking problem with the Eternals is, like, imagine if Thor, on Earth, seeing everything, watched, the Destroyer attack, or watched the Chitauri and Loki invade, like, and he was just like, no, sorry, Odin said it couldn't. Odin said he couldn't do nothing about it. I don't know why Thor sounds like this, but, yeah, it's because Odin said he couldn't go. And, it's just, yeah... Another thing I'm just so excited for is, like, why Icarus is, like, the strongest hero Marvel has. And it's like, I mean, he's, like, okay. If you know anything about me, I care about, like, versus stuff. And so having to listen to a bunch of people say how easy Icarus could defeat the Hulk, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt me. Hulk's my boy. Personally, I'm way more excited for Spider-Man 3. That reaction just came out, by the way. You should go check it out. I was pretty quiet during it, though. It wasn't my best reaction, but the post-discussion was pretty good. If I were to clap myself in the back, that is. Angelina Jolie's in it. That's something I wasn't expecting. I can't remember for the life of me her character's name. All I know is that she fought Athena in the comics, and they fought to a draw, if I remember. I remember one time they thought Gilgamesh was Hercules, and they tried to kidnap Hercules because they thought that he forgot that he was Gilgamesh, and then Hercules fought Icarus off because he just wanted to fucking piss, and they kept interrupting him. Goes to show how the Eternals think of themselves. They just were like, no. I know you think you're Hercules, but you're actually Gilgamesh. Come here. The small amount of Eternal stuff I've been exposed to, they didn't paint themselves in the best light to me. But yeah, if you didn't know, Thanos is an Eternal from Titan. I think he's also a mutant. Thanos is just like fucking a shit ton of things. He's also like the most powerful ever. It's Thanos and Doctor Doom are the characters that will just do anything the writer... Like, it's like, the writer can make a character do anything. Thanos and Doctor Doom are those characters. Thanos is much worse than Doom, though. Because Thanos is just like, actually, I took the one above all's power, because I'm Thanos. Let's see. Anything else about the Eternals? The action scenes look decent enough. Again, I mean, this is Marvel we're talking about, though. Disney. Like, if the effects didn't look good, then they were then what the fuck? Like, what are they doing? They have oogles and boogles of money, and you know, all these resources to make things look good. If they didn't look good at all, then how on earth could they possibly have even made the movie? That's the one thing that you can consistently give Marvel. Like, The Mandalorian was bad. Mandalorian season 2 was even worse. Like, WandaVision had 3 good episodes and then 1 good scene. In the last direction I said 1 line of dialogue. It's incorrect. It's 1 good scene where Wanda and Vision are talking about, like, loss and mourning and stuff like that in the later episodes. It's really good. Falcon and Winter Soldier was complete and utter trash. Loki was even worse. Black Widow was hilarious. I saw that in theaters, and my god, as bad as that movie was, it was just so good to watch it in theaters. It felt so good. You should go to your movie theaters, alright? Give them some support. Movies are best experienced in the theater. Go have fun in a movie theater. Bad movies, good movies, doesn't matter. Go have fun in a movie theater. But yeah, Black Widow was hilariously bad. And now we've got the Eternals and No Way Home. And fingers crossed, I don't want these things to be bad. I really don't. I want these to be amazing. I love Marvel and I love the MCU. I just don't have the most hope. So I think that's going to be where we're going to end it, though. So please like, comment, subscribe, follow us on our social medias, links in the description. If you think that I am a big dumb dummy with big dumb dummy opinions, tell me in the comments, alright? Insult me. I mean, I know, not to sound like a hyper douche, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. And by pretty sure, I know I'm right. And if you are wondering, at least my opinions, or the Custodian's opinions in a whole on Loki, we have a somewhat commentary / reaction on Loki's first episode. You can go find that in our special reactions playlist, which is also where this video is going to be, as well as our reaction to No Way Home. My reaction, at least. So again, please like, comment, subscribe, links in the description, yada, yada, yada. Insult me in the comments, and have a good one.